If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
And welcome to the Hampton Roads Show, our Friday edition. It is here, and our live audience today is for the Peninsula SPCA. We'll find out about their biggest event of the year, the Fur Ball 2012, and how you can get your tickets today.
And there he is, the surfing chef Steve Dallas is in the kitchen today. He's making a delicious Italian dessert, COTTA, with a fresh berry coulis. And since we're talking about dessert, take a look at these unique chocolate creations, custom made by hand in Virginia Beach. We're going to get an up-close look at the heart and soul of Hampton chocolates, which are made in Hampton Roads.
Plus, you've seen comedian Joe Torre on Def Comedy Jam, Girlfriends, and NCIS. And today he's stopping by to hang out with us. And it's Friday, and that means live music today. We're happy to have Kishi Bashi with us, and this artist has a unique sound. I promise you'll never forget. He's played a sample of it for us this morning, and it is really out there.
Awesome. It's just him, but when he plays, you're going to be like, whoa!
Extremely talented on the, is it a fiddle or is it a violin? It's a little of both, Kishi? What is it? A little bit of both. Plays it like a guitar. It's pretty neat stuff.
Cool. It's awesome. Hey, happy Friday.
Same to you.
Yeah, Carrie is out today, so I have been able to sit in the couch.
She's been dying to get over there.
I've been dying to sit here. Let me tell you, I don't think you understand, because the chairs are nice, but it's almost kind of like, I was like, I want to sit in the couch. So I'm trying to get a feel for how to look, you know, just natural.
You're hanging.
Does it work? Does this work?
Stop moving around.
Okay.
Own it. Just sit back, you know, you're okay.
Sit back, relax.
Okay.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for some football? Wait a minute.
Are you ready for some football? Are you?
How about that?
Right.
Are you ready for some Tim Tebow? The sequel continues. Tim Tebow. This is the biggest weekend of the year for the NFL. The final 8. It will be trimmed down to 4 after the next couple of days. Saints, Niners tomorrow, Broncos, Pats, Texans, Ravens, and Packers, Giants on Sunday. You know, it's Americana at its greatest. And there's been so much great drama. Last week in the Wild Card Weekend is good, but this is even better. And there's so much news surrounding it all as we play the music out.
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
All right, who are you going for? What's your team? I know.
I'm a Redskins fan. I mean,
well,
you know,
if you had to,
if I had to
see
pick
a
one
team,
team
what would
left,
you like to see? Who would you like to see go to?
I'm looking around the audience. I know we got all these different Gallus over there saying Giants. We got a Bronco fan over here. I am excited to see how far Tim Tebow can take it, but I am rooting for the Saints.
Woo!
Surprise you there, because I like Drew Brees. He's
you know
class
what?
act.
Drew Brees is an amazing quarterback. What if it was Saints and the Broncos?
Yeah.
Stephanie?
Could be.
Could be? Well, you know, the Saints, they're playing the 49ers, and they're in San Francisco, which, you know, the Saints are really, they do really well on their home turf, you know, of course, in the Superdome and all that, but I think, what was just happening?
I don't know.
I don't think that's very
listen,
funny.
I know in our audience today, we've got some NFL fans in our audience today. Hey, if you like the Patriots, raise your hand. Oh, there we go. If you like the Broncos, raise your hand.
How about Saints? Any Saints fans over there? We won't have an audience segment.
There you go. We got a Redskins fan
Somebody
over
just
there.
raise your hand for a Bronco.
Everybody likes somebody. You know, today we're asking you, you know, who do you like? Talk football with us. Also, Reebok is losing their jersey license in April. They stopped making jerseys a long time ago because they don't want a backlog in their warehouse, so they've lost it to Nike. People are having a hard time getting their favorite jersey, along with the Tebow stuff in Denver, gone. So if you're a jersey wearer, let us know if you like the jersey.
And in Denver, what did you say?
Today's the Orange Day.
It's Orange Friday. There's a proclamation there for Orange Friday. So everybody in Denver, I'm sure, is going to be running around in the orange, just as Stephanie
I just heard a Ravens-Niners Super Bowl in the year.
Whoa.
Not going to happen. Ravens-Niners, not going to happen, Antonio. It's not going to happen.
Well, a lot of people are going to be in front of the TVs this weekend watching football, but a lot of people are also going to be glued to the TV on Sunday because, of course, it is the 69th annual Golden Globes, and, you know, of course, it's kind of like a precursor to see who might take home Oscars. Of course, you know, Ricky Gervais is a very controversial host. This is his 3rd time hosting it, and apparently, you know, some of the bigwig TV executives are a little bit nervous about having him host it for the 3rd time because, of course, you know, he made some digs last year at some of the A-list stars like Angelina Jolie, Johnny Depp, and all of that. But, you know, it's good TV ratings, and he's coming back for a 3rd time. So, you know, he's doing something right. So we have a little ballot here Golden Globes ballot, and it just has like a list of Best Motion Picture. It shows who's up for what TV and movies out there. Some of these I haven't seen yet. You know, I'm sure Stephanie, you could ask her any TV series or movie on here, and she could probably tell you everything about it because she's that into it. But for me, you know, The Help is on here. A lot of the women are up for that. Also, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was a really big book, and it was also a film that was made a long time ago, but they just, you know, made it out again. I'm going for the girl. She's up for Best Actress Drama. Rooney Mara. She plays the girl with the dragon tattoo. If you haven't seen that movie, it's very, very good. It's a little dark, but it's good. Also, some of the TV shows, if you're interested in, who do you think is going to take away? So, are you going to watch the Golden Globes, and who would you like to see take home an award? You can tune in for the 2012 Golden Globes live from the Beverly Hills, hosted by Ricky Gervais. It's going to be Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and guess where it's going to be on?
Wavy
right here
TV 10.
On Wavy TV 10, and our executive producer, I told you, Stephanie Cook, is going to be updating our Facebook page during the awards and on Twitter at HR_show, at hashtag HRSShowGlobe. So as you're watching the Golden Globes, make sure you chime in with Stephanie. She's going to be updating live. Anything that's happening, she's your girl.
She'll know. For sure.
She just threw up the peace sign.
You know, Ricky Gervais is going to make it very interesting this year.
He said
the
he's
brick
already
comes
working
over
on
and
it.
he's already taken his shot. So.
Yeah, so it'll be steep.
All right, so yesterday, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day in January. Today, just a little bit different.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. It's just another day in Hampton Roads.
Yes, Jeremy Wheeler has today off, but he didn't want to leave without giving us his 7-day forecast. So, Chris, you know what? Go ahead,
I've always wanted to do the weather. So here it is. Today is windy, high of 49 degrees, a little bit different than yesterday. And then we start to plunge on Saturday and Sunday, getting down to a high of 41 on Sunday. And then, of course, next week it gets warm again. I guess the roller coaster ride is what we call it.
Okay.
But as you see there, cold. So sit inside by the fire and watch football. And root for Tim Tebow, right, Stephanie?
Yes. Or the Saints.
Or the Saints, or whoever you like. Or the Giants. Steve's going to say, you're not getting any food this morning, Chris.
All right, of course, Jeremy Wheeler did not want to leave us without, of course, our pop trivia question. So he left us with this.
Virtual Jerry.
People are afraid of different things. Some people are afraid of spiders, arachnophobia. Some people are afraid of snakes. Some people are afraid of things that they think will bring them bad luck, like breaking a mirror, for instance. Ooh. Spilling salt, and they throw it over their shoulder to try and get some bad luck or good luck back, and then also walking under a ladder. The word frigitriskaidekaphobia is the fear of what?
Oh!
Frigitriskaidekaphobia.
I think it
You got to be careful. That could turn out as a bad word.
I kind of know it. It has
you
something
know
to do
it?
with today, but I won't say.
Okay. Don't give it away.
I think. I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain it has something to do with today.
All right, well, I'm going to head over to the kitchen to go with surfing chef Steve Gallis while you tell them what they can win.
Catch a wave. All right, you could win a 4-pack of passes to see comedian Joe Torre at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone this Sunday night, and Joe is joining us in a few minutes. But before we see Joe, we're going to check in with Steve and Ariana in the kitchen.
Did you catch what that frigitriskaidekaphobia clue was, what that means?
No.
No, I'm saying it all wrong. I'm being laughed at now. All right, back in the kitchen. You're going for the Giants. I'll go for the Giants, too, but I'm really a Saints fan. But enough about football. Let's talk food. What did you bring? It's a dessert.
We're going to make dessert today. It is a panna cotta, which means cooked cream in Italian. And it's very simple. And then we're going to make a fresh berry coulis, nice and sweet to go on top.
Now, is that just a fancy way to say, you know, the fresh berry coulis? What is that? What does coulis stand for?
Well, a coulis is we're going to cook down the fresh berries with some sugar and a little bit of lemon juice, and we'll make a like a syrup out of it.
Oh,
So it'll be very intense.
All right.
So we'll have that fruit with the blandness and sweetness of the panna cotta.
All right. Can't wait to dig into this when we come back after the break. Thanks, Steve.
It may be difficult to hold on to your New Year's resolution not to eat chocolate, especially if you stop by this factory in Virginia Beach. I'm Cheryl Tan. We'll find out how these are made in Hampton Roads.
Delicious. Hey everyone, we're back in the kitchen today with surfing chef Steve Gallis from Primo 116 Bistro Italiano in Suffolk. He's making a delicious Italian dessert, panna cotta with fresh berry coulis. I said it, I thought it was coulis, but it's coulis.
Yeah, it's Cooley.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Cooley High Harmony?
Right,
Yeah.
whoever
All right.
that is.
All
Whatever that
right,
is.
so before we get into all of your great accomplishments, which we're going to highlight in just a little bit,
Okay.
we want to get started on the panna cotta.
Panna cotta.
Panna cotta. So
Panna
what do we need
cotta.
to do?
This is just whole milk, and it's cold, and we're going to pour that into the pan.
Okay.
And then we've got some unflavored gelatin.
Ah, is that the secret to
Yes,
a
this
good
is the
panna cotta?
secret, and it is the secret. But what we're going to do is just sprinkle it on the cold milk, and what this will do, we're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes,
Okay.
and it'll let the granules take on a little bit of the moisture,
Okay.
and that way when we start to heat it up, it'll melt and go into the
I was
milk a
going to
lot
say,
easier.
is that the reason why none of the burners are on?
Very good.
Okay, I was
Perfect.
like, Steve, the burner isn't on. But
Right,
you have
but-
to let the cold milk sit.
Right, we're going
in
to
the-
let
okay.
we're going to let it sit in the cold, right? Because then we're going to bring it up with a little bit of heat, and when it takes on the moisture, it'll melt into the mixture a lot easier.
Okay.
So you won't have any lumps.
Gotcha.
That's key.
Okay.
But we'll put some heat on this burner,
All right.
and into this
I
burner
didn't do that. Sorry.
we'll put some berries.
Could you use
You
any other kind of berry?
Any
too?
berry. We're
Okay.
going to do some framboise or raspberries, and we'll save a few for
For the garnish.
the garnish.
Love it.
And basically, I use equal weight-wise, equal weight. So if this is 6 or 7 ounces of berries, we'll use about the same amount of sugar.
Ooh.
But we're just going to put it in
So
there.
that's going to cook down, reduce down.
We're going to cook it down
Okay.
and let it get syrupy. And then what we'll do is we're going to mash it through. We're going to put it through a sieve to take all the seeds out, so it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
And then we're going to cook it down some more. And if it's not thick enough for us, we'll make a slurry with the cornstarch and cold water.
A slurry with the cornstarch.
A slurry.
Okay. A slurry. Okay.
All right?
I'm following.
Following so
Yes.
far? All right. So with that, we're going to kind of stir this around a little bit.
Okay.
Our berries as the...
So you want that on like how hot do you want your heat?
I don't know, about
Cooking down
medium for
berries.
that. Actually,
Okay.
we'll move it to the front so we can keep an eye on it. It'll be
Okay.
a lot easier. And what will happen is the berries will start to release their juices.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll combine with the sugar. And then what we can do is taste it to make sure that it's not... If it's not sweet enough, we can add more sugar to it.
Okay.
So now, you can see how the
Mm-hmm.
gelatin has taken on a different shape. It gets kind of strange
cold
looking.
milk,
Yes, in the
okay.
cold milk. And what we'll do is we'll put a low heat on now,
Okay.
and it'll take. You can keep
Okay,
stirring
I'll-
that
yeah,
so we don't burn
these.
anything.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll keep turning, excuse me, the milk and gelatin till it gets lukewarm, and
Okay.
then to that we'll add some honey, a little bit of sugar, and a pinch of salt, and the salt will bring out some of the sweetness.
Okay.
And then we're going to pour them into molds.
Yeah, look at that. These
See?
this didn't take no time at all.
No.
Hey, also want to mention, if you check out the January 2012 issue of Hampton Roads magazine, guess who you're going to find in there? Do you have any idea who might be in the
No,
magazine?
who could have been in
I
there?
think it's you. Primo 116 is a platinum level winner in the 9th annual Platinum Plate Awards. Primo was one of 5 restaurants in Hampton Roads to receive that honor. Steve, congratulations. How was it winning that?
That was great. It was nice to see. We weren't aware of it till the magazine came out, and so actually a guest brought it into us, and we saw it. And
Really?
we said, "Wow, that's great."
Yeah?
Yeah. So it's exciting. It's always nice to see that.
Just goes into your little bank of many awards.
Yes, it does.
I've been down to the restaurant, and for folks who haven't been down there, kind of explain your atmosphere. I know it's a small but quaint, but you do all the cooking.
Yes, I cook every dish that comes out of the kitchen, and make the bread every day. We make our own desserts in house, and it's like you said, it's quaint. It's European. 50 seats. It's a nice little restaurant.
How was it over the holidays? Were you slammed, or was it?
Yes, we were busy.
Yeah.
We were busy, and then with January being a little slower, but our weekend business has been strong, which is nice to see.
Okay,
Nice
awesome.
change.
All right, well, I'm going to keep stirring this, and you got that going. We're going to wrap this segment up, and when we come back, we're going to finish sifting it, and then we're going to put it all together, because it's a fairly quick dish to make, though.
Yes, it is.
All right, the panna cotta with the berry coulis. Thanks, Chef.
Thank you.
Cheryl Tan joins us now with a very interesting story. A company in Virginia Beach is coming off a candy high after some sweet holiday success.
The two co-owners were extremely busy this past Christmas putting together their handmade chocolate treats. A new year is here, and so are some new opportunities to appease your sweet tooth. We had the chance to go inside Trafton's Chocolate to see how their innovative creations are made in Hampton Roads. When I think of a chocolate factory, I automatically picture Willy Wonka's. The ladies here at Trafton's Chocolates, they are on the same page. This vibrant workspace in Virginia Beach produces chocolate sent around the world. Christine Wangler and Susan Landesh have agreed to share some secrets with us. So Christine, how did you get started with the business?
Well, I wanted to start my own business for years, and this opportunity came about. I didn't really know too much about chocolate, and the guy that I bought it from stayed with me for about a year, and he taught me everything I know. And it's so much fun. It's a good time. We're going to start off with our Granny Smith apple. This is probably our #1 seller. And this is our caramel. Get that really coated. And then we take our pecans, and this is strictly for our apples. It's healthy, because you have your fruit in there, and your nuts, which are always good for you. Now, we don't pour it directly over the chocolate because of nut allergies. We don't make sure that there's no nuts in the chocolate. And just cover the apple real good. Then we just take our finger and we stripe it in dark chocolate. And then we stripe it in white. And then we take it to our walk-in room. And then we just put it on a tray and let that set up. And then this is actually our finished product. Put that into our bag like that. And there you go. You have your big apple ready to be shipped.
There is a daily routine. We come in here, get washed up, take off the wedding rings, and glove up to get the day started. It's an amazing gift for any girl, for any season, and I love doing them. They're a lot of fun. People who think that it's easy to make chocolate don't understand that it has to be a perfect temperature, the humidity has to be right. We pour our molds, and it's a very messy job. We get it everywhere. We're covered in chocolate from head to toe by the end of the day. People sometimes think that they can slip their foot into this, and they could if they wanted someone to eat the shoe off their foot. That would be fine. I'll stick this into our walk-in refrigerator over here and let it set up. That's our finished product. What I do first is I use the purple luster dust. And we just use a large, very soft paintbrush, and I paint the inside. We do a lot of these for brides in their wedding colors. They'll give them as bridesmaids gifts. I'm gonna go around the edges. And then everybody loves the glitter. The more glittery, the better, I think. These glitters are all edible.
Yeah, how does that stick?
Well, we use chocolate as a glue. So I'll just tip it over, put some chocolate on the back. And then I put the glitter on the inside of the shoe just to sparkle it up a bit. And there you have your chocolate shoe. We've heard that people find them in New York and LA. So we're happy to have a little taste of that here in Virginia Beach.
It's not just apples and shoes here, plenty of variety and detail, all of which can be shipped around the world. Recipients know they were
Made in Hampton Roads.
And Chris, I'm so impressed by the self-control of our coworkers, because this shoe right
Yeah,
here has
really.
been sitting on my desk for a few days. People, they haven't even touched it. They've walked by and they've been like,
It's
what is
art.
that? It is white chocolate and purple, my favorite color. And completely edible. You can find these shoes, of course you can buy them from their online website, but you also find them at local charity events. For example, very appropriately, a Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, an event sponsored by the YWCA of Southampton Roads. It aims to bring attention to domestic violence and its impact on the community.
I'd like to see them do a sneaker, a chocolate sneaker.
A chocolate sneaker. You know, they're
Yes.
looking for some ideas, so maybe that will
There you have
be
it.
the next thing on their menu.
You know, it's just too pretty to eat, actually. It is like a work of art.
I've heard that, and I said that to the ladies, and they said, yeah, but
Eat
it's
it.
worth it because it's so good.
Yeah. All right, Cheryl. Great story.
Thanks.
All right, we're in the buzz talking about our hot topics this morning. We're talking Golden Globes and football. We're going to start with the Golden Globes, of course, on Sunday. Make sure you tune in for the 2012 Golden Globes live from Beverly Hills. It's going to be hosted by Ricky Gervais on Sunday night at 8 o'clock right here on Wavy TV 10. And remember, our executive producer, Stephanie Cook, is going to be updating our Facebook page and our Twitter at HR #HRS_show. So follow her at #HRS_show. Globe. She's going to be tweeting and Facebooking all throughout the night. We just wanted to know, are you going to watch? Who would you like to see take home some awards? What do you think about Ricky Gervais hosting for the 3rd time? Let's go to Facebook. Mike B says it's going to be interesting to see if Ricky Gervais has as much fun this year as he had in the past. As for movies, most of the ones that I see are not nominated. The TV shows I like are Glee and Big Bang Theory. Jesse Ray Eisenpress, he says, Sarah and I watch NCIS, Ghost Hunters, and he DVRs the Hampton Roads show. He says, so hopefully we will get a nomination. Perhaps, maybe. And then Caitlin, she says she's so excited. She always looks forward to the Golden Globes. Big Bang Theory is definitely her and her husband's favorite. As for movies, she can't really say. She hasn't seen any of them nominated, but of course she's crossing her fingers, hoping that Meryl Streep will take home an award. She loves her. Also, Brad Pitt's up for Moneyball. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I saw that was a really great movie. And The Help, we did that book for our book club this summer. And then finally, football. We have tons and tons of comments. Who do you think will take home, actually make their way and win and go to the Super Bowl? Of course, a lot of people are going for Tim Tebow. A lot of Tim Tebow fans out there. I, of course, am going for the Saints. Desiree, she says, the Lions. Oh, that's right, they lost. Chef Eddie Lee says, who dat? And then Ryan, really quick, I want to read this comment. He says, I am a diehard New England Patriots fan. He has been since 1991, but in a weird way, he still finds himself rooting for Tim Tebow. All right, thanks for sending us your comments, and keep them coming. All right, comedian Joe Torre is stopping by to hang out with us this morning. We're going to goof off with him in just a few minutes. And it is Live Music Friday. Today we're in for a very special treat as Kishi Bashi joins us, and you will be amazed at his performance, his very first TV appearance ever. And don't forget about our pop quiz. You could win a 4-pack of passes to see comedian Joe Torre at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone this Sunday night. Make sure you log on to thehamptonroadshow.com, click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is from the Peninsula SPCA, and coming up in a few weeks is their biggest fundraiser of the year, the Fur Ball 2012. And here now to tell us more about this event and how you can have a great time and help homeless animals in Hampton Roads is Peninsula SPCA Community Outreach Manager Leslie Magner. Leslie, tell me about Fur Ball 2012. I love the name.
Well, Fur Ball is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it totally, all the fundraising and all the proceeds go to helping our animals directly, such as food, spay, neuter, microchipping, all the treatment that they need to become adoptable.
Tell me where and when is the event?
It is at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. It's February 4th from 6 to 11 p.m. and we're very excited. It's a beautiful building. It's kind of like a Hollywood themed, so it's location, location, location. Yes,
from 6 to 11, it's a full night of fun. What can people expect when they go to the Fur Ball?
There's going to be silent and live auctions. There's going to be a raffle. They can win up to a trip to go see Paula Deen, and she's going to be cooking for them, and then she's going to go to one of their restaurants. There's a week up for the Outer Banks, and there's season tickets to ODU basketball games. So lots of good things. Amazon Kindle, lots of good things to win.
All right, let's talk about the need and how great it is, because right now you told me you have a whole lot of animals that need a home and some that will be processed soon. Talk about the need.
Yes, there's going to be about 15 dogs and about 6 or 7 cats right now, and unfortunately they do come from animal control, owner surrenders, so we really do need all the help we can get.
And you can help out. The best way you can is just go to the Fur Ball. Peninsula SPCA Fur Ball 2012 is Saturday, February 4th. Hampton Roads Convention Center, 6 to 11. Get your tickets online at peninsulaspca.com, or you can call 595-1399. The Fur Ball, a great time for a great cause. Leslie, thank you.
Thank you.
Still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show, comedian Joe Torre. He's headlining at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone this weekend, and he's stopping by to hang out with us in just a few. And there's another funny guy in the studio, the surfing chef Steve Gellis from PRIMO 116 Bistro Italiano in Suffolk. We're going to check in with him and his delicious panna cotta with fresh berry coulis in just a moment. with a very, very funny guy, comedian Joe Torre. He's headlining at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone, and he's here with us this morning to goof off just a little bit. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
How you doing?
Beautiful.
Good. You were having a little issue with our swivel chair here.
I was having a little fun, you know, almost, you know, fell over a little bit.
What do you think of our furniture?
I love it. It looks better in person, feels better in person.
Looks better in person, so are you saying it's ugly on TV?
No, I mean, it feels as good as it looks. That's what I was saying.
Hey, what color would you call this? We're kind of having a little debate here. I say burnt orange.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little burnt orange, radish. So
is this your first time in Virginia at the Funny Bone?
Yeah, my first time here in VB.
Are you excited? What do you think of Virginia? I know, I'm sorry, it's a little windy and cold here. It's been pretty nice.
Actually, I thought it was going to be a little worse.
Really?
I should have brought my golf clubs. They told me it was going to be raining, but it was actually nice yesterday. It's nice today. A little cold right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is really not my first time here. I was actually born in Newport News. My father was in the military. Yeah, he was.
You were born in Newport News? Wow, okay. My dad was Air Force.
See, yeah, a little more money than the Army.
Now, I know you have some ties to St. Louis, though.
Yes. And we kind of bounced around, and so I hail to be from St. Louis now.
Yes. So. Now, I came from Kansas City.
Big see?
Yeah.
Show me state.
Show me state.
Here we go.
Everything driving around. Show me this, show me that. Yeah. Hey, football, it's one of our hot topics here on the show. We always have hot topics, so... Are you following any team? Would you
my teams are out of it. Whoa. You know, I mean, all three of my teams. Technically, I have 3 teams.
Who are your teams?
The Raiders, Rams, and the Cardinals.
Okay.
Now, Cardinals because I used to be in St. Louis.
Yes.
This is my excuse. The Rams because they moved to St. Louis and they won the Super Bowl. You know, and I knew most of the players. But I was a diehard Raider fan because my father was stationed up in Fort Ord. So my first uniform was a Raider uniform.
Okay.
And they're all out.
Well, what would you like? Who would you like to see go to the?
I'm a Tebow fan now. You know, whatever. I'm like that guy to Tebow. What are you talking about?
So is Stephanie Cook.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of contagious.
What do you like about Tebow? Just
because he, you know, it's kind of like, you know, he's the underdog. People said he couldn't do it, and he's doing it. And you know, they try to fit, and you know, it's just like Hollywood. They try to tell you, you know, you're not good enough, you're not the prototype, and then you prove them wrong, and so it's a perfect story.
But you're in LA now, though, right?
Yes, I live in California.
How do you like that?
I love it. The weather's good. The people are fake. And
you're like the third comedian that's come on, and he's from LA, and he always says that. It's really like that?
Yeah, because it's a land of pretenders. You know, everybody's dream is to come out there.
But you're not fake.
No, I'm not fake. I mean, I'm in it.
Right.
But I am fake when I'm doing something. I'm pretending. If I'm acting and pretending I'm this character, I'm pretending. That's not me. You know, in real life, so, yeah.
Well, let's talk about your show. So when people come and see you, what do you like to talk about in your shows? What can they
It's real life. I mean, now, since I've been in business like almost 20-something years, so, I'm like a blue Bill Cosby. So, yeah, so it's, I have kids. I'm married, 3 kids, a 17-year-old, about to be 18, and that's, it's a baby mama baby. I was date raped, I was at a young age for once. He got me drunk, took me. And then I have a 9-year-old super athlete, double ADD baby. I don't know what I was on, Red Bull and some kind of pill. And I got a 2-year-old little girl, which is killing me. So that, and then I talk about a lot of stuff. From the military, from being a military brat, from traveling around the world to visiting the UK.
Oh.
So it's just real life stuff. Improv, It's, every show is different.
Hey, do you talk about your brother? Of course, your brother, Guy Torre. I'm sure.
A little bit.
Torre, the last name, a little bit. Do you like to have your own identity and his own identity? Well, you guys come as a pair?
I have my own identity. I started him. Yeah, look at him. See,
where was that at?
That was, I think, BET Awards or something, some red carpet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had his Obama shirt on, so yeah, he was, he's pushing that. So,
Who's older?
He thinks he's older.
He thinks
he's
older?
I'm actually older.
You're actually the oldest, but he thinks he's older.
He looks older, He tries to Hollywood fix him up, new teeth. You know what I'm saying? A little nip and tuck here and there, but walking around with a little dog, trying to make him look younger, but he's...
He has a little... Oh, don't you see? Because he's been on the show before.
Yeah?
And he's coming here in a couple of weeks, so we're going to have to ask him about you. Is there anything in particular we need to ask him from you?
No,
when he comes on?
You know what? His birthday was yesterday.
It was?
Yeah, so I got him a new, shoebox to put his teeth in. He got fake... He got the Jim Carrey, Denzel Washington, Mr. Ed model. So,
a shoebox. Oh, no, I'm sure you did.
So a new shoebox, to put his teeth in. Now I'm just playing. We go back and forth. So it's and I taught him everything he knows, which he will tell you.
Okay. Well, this is all going in the Rolodexes. I'm gonna ask him when he comes on the show.
Right, but he's gonna kill me. He'll probably talk about my movies, how his movies are A-listed and mine are, you know, B
That's
movies.
just sibling rivalry, brotherly love. Brotherly love, that's what you want to call it.
I'm warming it up now, you know, just in case somebody throws that wood on the fire. It's done.
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
All right, Joe Torre, we want to thank you for stopping by and chatting it up with us. I know, well, you know, that's why you can see more. I know, it's never long enough, but we want to tell people that they can catch you this weekend at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. Now you have 2 shows tonight and Saturday night, one at 8 o'clock and one at 10:30, and then one show Sunday at 7 o'clock. And actually, we have a pop quiz trivia that our winner is going to win 4 tickets to go see you on Sunday.
There it is.
So just shout out the Hampton Road Show. We followed you on Twitter.
You follow me on
Would
Twitter?
you like to follow
me.
HR_show?
I was trying to, yeah. So
tweet
it's
us?
at Joe Torre1. You can follow me and, you know, follow you guys. I'm going to tweet it.
Tweet
as soon as I get out
us
of
up.
here.
Got to get a picture.
I will.
All right.
I'll do that.
High five.
High five.
Rocked it out. All right.
Rocked
Thanks so much. Let's check in the Buzz Center with Chris.
Yeah, old Joe likes the Rams, Cardinals, and Raiders. I feel your pain. I'm a Redskins fan, so, but you know, it's okay. You got to have somebody you like to root for. And, of course, that's the buzz this morning and heading into the weekend. It's a great weekend for football, and there it is. All eyes will be on Tim Tebow. Can he continue the magic, or will he go down to Tom Brady and the Patriots? Well, everybody seems to have an opinion. Mike B., it's a tough weekend for football. I like to see the teams who haven't been there in a while, like Denver and San Francisco, but I have been a fan of the Packers and Saints for a while. I just hope to see some really good games, and that's the best we can all hope for is good football. Amanda Rapcon, Packers, Louisa Coleman. Absolutely no idea, but thanks for joining in on the conversation. Brad Brink, go Patriots! Shea Stammer, 49ers here. Definitely going to be some great games this weekend. Tomorrow it starts at 4 o'clock, so get everything you need to do early, and then the rest of the evening, sit and watch some good football. And, of course, on Sunday, the Golden Globes live from Beverly Hills. You can see it on Wavy TV 10, and Ricky Gervais will be the master of ceremonies, and he will be entertaining as always. And NBC's keeping their fingers crossed because you never know what he's going to say. And I have a feeling this year he's going to push some buttons, and we want to know what you think. Amanda Rapcon says, I'm not really a huge fan of the award shows this season. I like some of the comedies, and I DVR'd a few of the new shows to watch while the kids are at school. Louisa Coleman, looking forward to tuning in. Not sure of all the nominees, though, so I'm not sure who to root for. I'll just find out when I watch. Everybody seems to have their favorites, who they like and who they don't, so tune in on Sunday night for the Golden Globes. Our executive producer, Stephanie Cook, will be updating our Facebook page during the awards and on Twitter at HR_show and at hashtag HRShowGlobes. So, and I think we're going to be talking all about that on Monday. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your comments. Let's check in with the kitchen.
That's right. We are sizzling it up here in the kitchen today with surfing chef Steve Gellis from PRIMO 116 Bistro Italiano in Suffolk. If you haven't been there, it's great. Go. Making a delicious Italian dessert panna cotta with fresh berry coulis. All right, so you've already put these in the little containers.
Right. This is what we made. Right. The panna cotta I poured into it, and what you do is you let it sit and come to room temperature, and then put it in the refrigerator. And then what happens is it sets up like that.
Ah, because you had the gelatin in there.
Yes. And the ratio, I guess we had the ingredients listed on the show.
Yes.
Shows that there's very little gelatin to the amount of heavy cream and milk, so it keeps it very silky. It doesn't get like Jello. It's not hard.
It'll be you don't want the lumps in there. That's
right. Plus, it'll be very soft and silky in your mouth when you have it. So then all we're going to do now, and you can do these, is we'll put a couple of berries on each one.
Okay.
Sound good? And the coulis is finished.
All right. Now, explain how you did that, because I know you had a little sifter. You had to sift the berries through.
What we did was, when you started cooking them, cooked them down with the sugar, and the juices released. We then, I guess we didn't have enough.
That's all right. That's all right. Everybody got one. Everybody's friends.
And then we cooked it down, and then put it into a sieve and mashed it, and took all the juice out and saved, and that took all the seeds away because you don't want seeds stuck in in your teeth.
Just walking around with seeds in the teeth.
Exactly. So then add a little bit of lemon juice to it, so it has that sweet and sour taste to it, and just a touch of cornstarch slurry to thicken it up just a little bit, so that way we can just pour that right like that on top.
Just right on top.
Right on top.
Now, you make this at the restaurant?
Sometimes, not always.
Like if somebody comes in, though, and if they're like, Steve,
I want that. I don't always make it.
All right. What's going on at the restaurant? Any upcoming events? What you working on?
We've got a wine dinner coming up a week from Sunday, and it is sold out. So there's a waiting list for that right now.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
and that's coming. That should be a lot of fun, a lot of
Okay.
good food with a lot of good wine pairings.
Well, let's tell you, Primo 116, it is on 116 West Washington Street in Suffolk. You can call them at 923-0116, Tuesday through Thursday, 5 o'clock to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, you're open from 5 to 11 p.m. Reservations are suggested,
Yes.
but not required. You can always visit them online, primo116.com.
Great.
So this is it.
That's it. It's
It's
time
done.
to eat them.
So we can't, well, I'll wait. See, we
wait.
have more for the audience, too.
Yes,
so
we have
can
some for
try
the
that
audience
around.
today.
And really quick, want to mention that you were one of 5 to get the Platinum Plate. It's in Hampton Roads Magazine. You
Yes.
didn't even know about that till somebody brought it in for
we
you.
didn't know about it, which is great. It's a nice surprise.
Congratulations
Thank you.
to you. All right,
Thank
thanks
you.
so much, Steve.
All right, stick around. This is Kishi Bashi, and you're going to love what he's playing for us today on Live Music Friday. His first ever TV appearance. Stick around. You're going to want to hear this. It's going to be great.
And guess who decided to hang around, Joe Torre? You just couldn't leave because we're just so awesome. But right now, though, you know, we have our pop quiz trivia, and Jeremy really usually gives it, but he's not here, so, you know, what are we going to do?
Well, I guess we mentioned earlier that meteorologist Jerry Willer is enjoying some time off. But you know, he usually does this, right?
Yeah, he usually does this. He didn't want to leave without leaving us a pop quiz trivia question, so we're going to show you the question, and you see if you know what the answer is. Take a look.
People are afraid of different things. Some people are afraid of spiders, arachnophobia. Some people are afraid of snakes. Some people are afraid of things that they think will bring them bad luck, like breaking a mirror, for instance. Ooh. Spilling salt, and they throw it over their shoulder to try and get some bad luck or good luck back. And then also walking under a ladder. The word frigatriskaidekaphobia is the fear of what?
Did you catch that word?
Yes, yeah, I caught it.
Frigatriskaidekaphobia. I got it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so today's Friday the 13th. I'm thinking it has something to do with Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yes.
You know the answer?
Yes, I know the answer.
Okay, well, let's see what the answer is, and you tell me if you're right.
Okay.
Frigatriskaidekaphobia. It's a long word. Triskaidekaphobia means fear of the 13 or the number 13. And then Frigg at the beginning, that's actually the Norse god's wife, Frigg, the god of Odin. And so then the word kind of changed into Friday. And so Frigatriskaidekaphobia is the fear of Friday the 13th.
Fear of Friday the 13th. Are you superstitious?
No, I used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got in Hollywood, and I was like, this is how you do it.
It's all a game.
It's like seeing Santa Claus. It's
Yeah.
like, you peek behind the curtain and you see what the wizard is wearing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
man.
All right. Well, thanks for playing and sticking around. Of course, guess what? The
What?
prize is you could win a 4-pack of passes to see nobody other than Joe Torre at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone on Sunday night. That's the 7 o'clock show. Just pump yourself up and do a
Put
little
myself
dance.
up, do my little
Do it.
dance.
You got to hang around now. We're having some live music, too.
I'm waiting to get to that.
Yeah, we're
I
about
may
to get
join
to
them.
it right
I brought
now.
my bongos.
All right, you and a lot of people. All right, it is Live Music Friday, and we're happy to have Kishi Bashi with us here in the studio. Kishi was born, actually raised in Norfolk, lived in New York the last 10 years, and you're back. And tell us why.
Yeah, I moved back here to concentrate on my solo album, and it's coming out in April.
Okay, you solo on the violin. Describe your sound and how it comes out.
It's kind of orchestral. I have a lot of violins, but I'm a singer, and it's got a lot of synthesizers. It's a lot of wild sounds, and it's the first time I've really been able to just dig in and just kind of make it on my own.
And Kay just freaked out a little bit when he found out today was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so I'm probably just going to start crying in the middle of the song.
I hope not. All right, what are you going to play for us?
It's a song called Manchester.
Kishi Bashi, Manchester.
The last page, I didn't even look. I think I locked it in a cage. Wrote a novel, 'cause everybody likes to read a novel. It started with a word, and it started pretty well, about a rare and fragile bird that I couldn't even spell. On the table, think I left it on the table. I found the last page in the sky, cold and sweet like an apple. I found you, and now the story has its proper end. Oh, hello, will you be mine? I haven't felt this alive in a long time. All the streets are warm today. Hey, read the signs. I haven't been this in love in a long time. The sun is out, the sun will stay. All for the new day. All the streets are warm today. Read the signs, haven't been this in love in a long time. It's been a long time.
Hey, it's Friday, right?
It is.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Hey, Chef Steve Gillis, this panna cotta with berry coulis is amazing. What do you think? It's almost gone.
Yeah, slow down, Joe.
I think my 2-year-old daughter, she eats something, she said,
We're going to have the recipe on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com. Of course, Primo 116 in Suffolk. If you haven't been there, go down. It's a very quaint, real fancy restaurant.
That's right, and very special thanks to the Peninsula SPCA Furball, February 4th. Get out there and do something for the animals.
And of course, we can't thank we want to thank our guest, Joe Torre, going to be headlining at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. And of course, our winner for today's trivia, we'll get to see him on Sunday night. You ready? And you're already following us on Twitter, right?
I stay ready. I'm following on Twitter.
That's right. You heard it here on the Hampton Road Show. And, of course, the Golden Globes on Sunday. Stephanie Cook in her Broncos jersey is going to be tweeting and also on Facebook, so make sure you follow her with the updates. And as we finish off this dessert, we want to hear more from Kishibashi.
Yeah, Kishibashi has an album coming out in April. He's outstanding. Everybody have a great weekend. We hope your team wins this weekend. Once again, Kishibashi, see you back on Monday.